Class?
Yes.
All right, good day. So we are doing 1.3, different types of sequences. Now, on this one right here, let's go through and actually talk about what we already did. This was our warm-up we did as we came into class. Okay, so now when we do this, it was 3 times 10. So what we have here, okay, function takes the input, multiplies by 3, subtracts 7. So right here, what did we get for the first one? 23. What do we get for the second one? what do we get for the third one? 20 or 21? 20. There we go. Last one? 3. Very good. All right. So now, that's what we did in class as we came in. Let's take a look at 3.2, this next set of questions. Zoom in. All right, so right here, it says here are the values of the first 5 terms of 3 sequences. For each sequence, describe a way to produce a new term from the previous term. All right, let's go through and look at this. So we're trying to use our values to come up with a pattern for this. So an n times something or n minus something. And I know you're not checking your phone while I'm actually trying to talk. And I know you don't have an earbud in while I'm trying to talk to you, because that would just be rude. I know you don't. Okay? All right, so on this first one, let's take a look at the first one right here. For A, what do you think that pattern is going to be? N plus 10. So it's n plus 10, right? So I take my previous one and just add 10, don't I? All right, B. B's a good one. If it's n plus 5, so this one plus 5 will give me here. This one plus 5, does that give me there? 3n? Okay. What is 3 times this? 2n? What is 2 times 0? 2n plus 5? Okay, let's try that. So 2n plus 5 gets me here. 2 times this plus 5 gets me here. 2 times this is 30 plus 5 falls apart there, doesn't it? Now, this one, it's not going to be a regular one. This one's not going to be a geometric or arithmetic. So this one's not a consistent pattern. So look to see. From here to here, it's what? Plus 5, right? The next one is plus 10, right? Yeah, plus 10. What's the next one? Plus 15, right? Plus 15 to get that one. And then it's going to be plus 20. Okay, so if you notice, it keeps going up every time, isn't it? So that's not very good. No, it's not good. It's not helpful. But that's not the geometric or arithmetic sequence that we are used to. But we do have a pattern now for it, don't we? So we can figure out the next ones, right? Yes? Okay, so I know that there's no one in here that have earbuds in their head right now trying not to listen. Do I need to call you out? Thank you. Most people try and put the other side in so I can't see it, but come on now. Thank you. All right, so let's take a look at part C. On C, which one's that going to be? Times 2, right? So it would be n times 2? Or 2n, right? So it would be times 2, times 2, times 2. Okay, that fits. Okay, that's a way to do it. Now, if the pattern you described continues, which sequence has the second greatest value for the 10th term? Second greatest? That's the middle, right? First. Okay, let's see. I want you guys actually yes or no on these. All right, so which one do you think is going to have the lowest amount? Plus 10, so that would be letter A, right? Okay, do you guys all agree? Maybe? Okay, which one do you think is going to have the greatest amount? C? B?
No, C. She said C.
All right, we'll find out. But at 10 terms, never know. All right, so let's go through and continue my pattern here, right? So what's the next term that comes after 70? 80. After 80? After 90? After 100? After 110? And that is my 10th term. All right, so let's continue this one right here. So it's going to be 50, right? Plus what? 25, very good. So that's going to give me 75. Now it's going to be 75 plus 30, which gives me 105. You guys are on top of things. Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to add how much? 35. And now I'm adding 40, which gives me. And then I'm going to add 45, which is 225. 225. It's all right. So 225. You got this. Yes. Good job. Okay. Now, let's do C. What's the next number? 32. What comes after 32? 64. Then 128. What comes after that? 256. And then 512. Okay, so now I filled out the pattern all the way to the 10th term. Let's go back and answer the question. Which one is the second greatest? Middle is? Say letter B. B. So that one's going to be B. Okay. Now, which of these could be geometric sequences? Now, if you guys are looking at your notes from yesterday, I said if, I'm not saying that people actually go and do that every once in a while. So if you were to look at the notes from yesterday, it says geometric sequence, geometric term where the value of each term is value of the previous term multiplied by a constant. So it could be multiplication and division. Because you could multiply by 1/2, and that would be the same as dividing by 2. So multiplication and division. Where arithmetic sequence, it's right here on the back. Right here, example, arithmetic sequence. Sequence where the value of each term is the value of the previous term with a constant added. So, arithmetic is adding and subtracting to the previous. Arithmetic is adding and subtracting to the previous. Geometric is multiplying and dividing. All right, let's go back.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we use your sharpener, please?
Fine.
Can I use your sharpener?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I don't recommend the electric one. There's the manual one. Use that one.
Why?
Yeah. It sounds horrible. It's like a. Do you know how manual pencil sharpeners work? No, seriously. I'm not playing. I'm like.
I don't know how I use this.
Oh yeah. Okay, so put it in there,
Yeah.
and crank it.
That?
Yep.
It's okay.
Go ahead. Say that again for all my YouTube viewers right now.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, you do make YouTube. I'm not gonna say it. I promise.
Alrighty. Which of these could be geometric sequence now? I hear A and I hear C. Geometric is what? Multiplication, division. So, which one is multiplication, division? C. There we go. The only answer would be C. And it's being multiplied. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at this. It says, Elena says that it's not possible to have a sequence of numbers that is both arithmetic and geometric. Do you agree? Explain your reasoning. Think of a pattern of numbers. Is there a pattern of numbers that could be given that it's going to be the same as multiplication and division? Same pattern is going to be a multiplication or division. So same pattern. Think of a pattern that would be the same if it was being multiplied or being added. Multiply by 1. Okay. So let's say, give me a sequence now. So you'd say 1n, right? And that would be a sequence that would be 2. Ah, what would be the next one?
Oh, 3. Yeah.
What's 1 times 2?
2.
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 There it is. Is geometric, right? Now, what would be the arithmetic way for this?
Addition.
Addition, all right? How would I do that?
Add 0.
N plus 0. Good job. All right. Just so you know, your name is already on the honors list. You don't have a choice. All right. Let's take a look. Okay. Do you guys see where this one comes in? So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So it's the pattern that keeps continuing. And it's the same if I add 0 to the previous number. All right, let's take a look at this one right here. Jada and Mai are trying to decide what type of sequence this could be. Jada says, I think this sequence is geometric because in the value column, each row is 3 times the previous row. Mai says, I don't think so. Okay, I don't think it's geometric, and grafted doesn't look geometric. Do you agree with Jada or Mai? You say Jada? Okay, let's see. Show of hands. Everyone has to vote here. Everyone has to vote. Who says Jada? I got like 4 or 5 hands. Okay, who says mine? Who didn't vote? Thank you. I got some honest people. I said everyone's got to vote. Ah, man, y'all are horrible. I said everyone's got to vote, and then a lot of people just didn't vote. Man. Anyway, all right, so watch this. Watch this. You guys will like this one right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a table. Because I know the problem that you guys are coming up with. You don't understand the terms that it's saying. Term number 1. So that's my first number. What was my answer? 2. So whatever my pattern is going to be, it's 2. Term number, what's my number? Term number 3? I don't know. Term number 4? I don't know. Term number 5. Okay, so that's what it means by term number. So it's that number in the sequence. That number in the sequence refers to the term. Okay? So now, for those people that were voting earlier, let's think about it. If I were to do geometric, that would seem right, doesn't it? 2 times 3 is 6, times 3 is 18. But is that actually going to be correct here? No. All right, so what is the third term supposed to be? I heard it. 10. Because what am I doing? So n plus 4. All right, so what's the fourth term? 14. Fifth term was 18. That's correct right there. And then sixth term would be?
18. Oh.
Alrighty. So, who is correct? Is it Jada or my? My, because this is arithmetic, isn't it? So this is a arithmetic sequence, sorry. All right, does that make sense? Say yes. Yes. Okay, did you guys actually underline, highlight, or go along with this? So it's adding and subtracting for this one. And for the geometric, it's multiplying or dividing. Okay? So, let's take a look at... Okay, now that we got that right there, let's take a look at page 6. Oh, crap. Wrong side. Right there. There's page 6. Now, here are the first two terms of some different arithmetic sequence. Now, arithmetic means what? Class?
Yes.
What does arithmetic mean?
Addition.
Did you just say adashi? Add or subtract. Say add or subtract.
Add or subtract.
Thank you. Add or subtract.
Add or subtract.
Very good. So, what are you going to write for the next, for this one? Okay, what is it going to be? It says, what are the next 3 terms of each sequence? What's the next one going to be? Not 12. First, tell me, what is the sequence going to be? How would I write it? Say it. Say the whole thing. N plus 6. Thank you. N plus 6, right? If it's n plus 6, the next one has to be... Okay, so that's 10. Next one. Yep. Okay. Do you guys understand now? Okay, good. So, for example 2, arithmetic or geometric or neither. Remember, example B was an example of a neither. All right, listen. I'm going to give you guys time to work on this. Please, please, please work on this diligently. The honor sign up is right up here. Please make sure you're signing up. And what else? I don't know. Like, share, and subscribe. There we go.